Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the MA podcast with David Romanov, and I'm here with IBG. How are you, man?
Yo, how's it going, man? It's been
You
going
doing good?
good, or maybe not so good. Because if we're being honest, man, the UFC has been kind of, shit. So,
Yeah, not been
mixed
the
feelings,
best.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man, how you been though? How's been your content going? The views
Uh,
going well? Everything?
yeah, I mean, yeah, for the most part, I'd say it's going well. I'd say, you know, I'm just looking for ways to always improve and I think that's the best thing to do, like
Yeah,
for anybody making content or doing anything in life to just look for ways to improve. Don't be so stale and be
yeah,
happy and comfortable, you know?
yeah. It's great. Yeah. Yeah. Did you watch last weekend's UFC? What do you think of the next one though? Because
It's
last weekend
but
was all right.
I
Last
won't
weekend was
say
all
it's,
right.
I don't know, man. I think we give the cards too much credit. I don't really.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because with the cards we've seen recently. Let's be honest, it hasn't been the best, and there's different reasons to it, which is why whenever there's like a good card, it's like a decent card, we kind of
Mhm.
glaze it a bit, But let's be honest, it's not been the best, But the next one is Israel Adesanya, Joe
Yeah,
Pyfer.
it's gonna be
I
it's gonna
kind of
be
like this one,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think this won't be it, but I mean, we did hype up the Abu Dhabi card last year, Tom versus Gon. We thought Tom was gonna go in there, knock him out. And that's what I think people are thinking about Joe Pyfer. He's just gonna go in there and knock out Israel because of his power, but I don't know. I feel like this one's gonna be a little bit different.
I feel called out because I did make a video today saying that Joe Pyfer is gonna knock out Israel Adesanya, but I don't say that out of like bias. I don't really have any personal
Mhm.
feelings towards either fighter. It's just that let's be honest, man. Israel Adesanya is completely washed nowadays. He looks way slower, looks way more.
Yeah,
When I see him
yeah,
fight nowadays, it's like, I mean, I don't know about you, bro. What do you think about
yeah.
Adesanya nowadays?
I mean, let's look at his top 5 opponents. I mean, he has what? I can't really think of the top of my head. I think it was what? Um,
Yoel Romero. Wait, he was not top
oh,
five, was he?
Alex the doc had Alex Pereira, lost to Sean Strickland,
Imavov, he got knocked out.
Imavov.
Yeah.
Who else did he
DDP.
fight? DDP, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess Joe Pyfer's next, but I mean, he's lost what? He's won one fight.
Yeah,
So,
he's lost 3 fights and
yeah.
he's won 1.
Yeah,
So he's like
Alex
1 and
Pereira.
3. Yeah,
Yeah.
knocked out Alex Pereira, but even in that fight, you could tell he's starting to slow down, He lost the first round to Pereira, I believe, or it looked like he did. He's just, been on a downhill run. I think for him though, I feel like the best outcome would have been he retired after the Alex Pereira knockout win. That would have been the best case scenario, but he kind of effed himself. He kind of, you know. Do you mind me
Yeah.
cursing or no?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
he kind of fucked himself over.
Yeah. Not the best. Yeah, it wasn't the best performance, but
Yo, bro. Imagine if Izzy was to retire right after he knocked out Pereira. Wallahi, bro, that shit would have been goaded.
yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah, bro, and
That would have been a good ending for him. But they all do like that. Tony Ferguson. I mean, everyone. I mean, who?
but
Um,
Tony's kind of like an idiot though, because for some reason he's still fighting till this day. So I don't really
he's
find him to really have any brain cells left.
yeah, he's on the Netflix card. If I'm correct, he's
Wait,
on
he
the
is?
yeah.
Wait, who's he facing?
Showtime Pettis.
Did that just get announced or no?
No, I think so, or maybe I don't know. Wait, let me try. I thought that was it. I thought that was the next one. No, hold on.
No, I didn't see any news on that.
I don't
Maybe
know.
I'm
Maybe
tripping, bro. Maybe I'm tripping.
hold on. I think so, but Tony, I don't know. I thought
Are
it
you,
was maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I'm just gonna look it up real quick.
are you a hardcore
Uh,
UFC fan, by the way? I see the flag in the back.
oh yeah, I didn't really have time enough to prepare for the background, but yeah, I have a couple stuff around there.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine, man. I fuck with it, bro. Looks nice. I used to have a
Yeah,
Dagestan flag, but I took it down.
yeah, I do. Yeah, but I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Just let's just say it's not happening. I'm not sure because I can't look it up the Netflix card, but
Maybe you
Um,
wanted it to happen, and you kind of like just like were like, oh, yeah, you kind of convinced yourself it was happening. Because I really didn't see any news on it.
let's see. I'm not sure, but oh, there you go, fighting card. Okay, let's look at this. I thought it was, but I could be absolutely wrong.
That's
Let's look at.
totally fine, bro. We're human at the end of the day, you know.
Oh no, it was Diaz versus. Okay, no, it was different. Okay, it's Diaz versus Perry. That's okay. Yeah, Diaz versus Perry.
Wait, so you
That was the card.
confused Diaz with
No,
versus Perry with
no. I
Tony?
just I just thought about the fight, and then I was like, oh yeah. Then no, yeah, it's Diaz Perry. Yeah. No,
Mm.
I thought it was on the card, but I forgot the DS one was. Yeah,
Are you
it
from
was.
Romania?
No, no.
Oh, that was like just like a guess because your last name is Romanov.
Yeah, yeah, no. I'm originally from Ukraine, but
Shit.
yeah.
Yo, what? Hey man, I'm glad you got up out of there, bro. They going
Alright.
crazy over there, man. But we won't get into
It's
that.
yeah, but I thought it was, but yeah, I guess yeah. I'm just tripping. Yeah, I guess it wasn't on the card.
No, that's totally fine, man. That's happened to
Yeah,
me a bunch of times, you know?
I don't know why I thought it was on the card. I don't know, but yeah, but I know he's been boxing though. He was on the two boxing fights, so that
Yeah,
was
he
interesting.
fought Soul Poppy, I believe. Wait,
Yeah,
you're talking about
someone like that.
Tony Ferguson, right?
Yeah, totally. I
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
two boxing fights, something like that.
Yeah, they fed him some absolute cans, but that's alright since it's like a wash, Tony. So I'm not
Yeah, and
complaining,
then
you know.
yeah, and then the other fight that I was talking about. Oh yeah, Anderson Silva. Yeah, he could have retired, but he didn't.
Yeah, man.
He yeah.
Yo, what would you do as a fighter? Maybe because maybe I'm a bit biased, or maybe I have such a weird ego. But what would you do? Because I do want your opinion on this. Would you rather go the Khabib route? You know, retire undefeated, but they say the people say, oh, you retired early, or would you want that longevity as a fighter? I think I said that shit so wrong. Longevity as a fighter, but you go on a losing streak. You know, like Anderson Silva or Tony
I
Ferguson.
mean, I rather not because I still want to, I still want to know like who my kids are, and I still want to
Yeah,
know
yeah.
like I still want to enjoy life.
You still
So
want
I
your
would
brain
rather,
intact, right?
yeah, I would like to retire Khabib. Yeah,
Yo, do you ever see those comments that be like, "Nah, I would rather, fight for the fans. I would like, even if I end up losing, like as long as I keep going, like it's
that's
so
not the best
idiotic."
way in my opinion. It's not
Yeah.
the best idea to do that.
But at the same time, like UFC fans in comment sections, they're, for the most part, they're literally dumb. They're dumb, bro. Like who is like actually choosing that option? You really want CTE and not, remember what you did a day ago for the rest of your life? Like, come on, man. Let's stop the cap here, you know?
Yeah, I think one of Khabib's friends, I don't know his name. I think it's Magomed. He used to be a boxer. He like
Yeah.
got hit in the head. Yeah, that was bad. It's like that's what you don't want. You don't want to
Yeah,
be like,
man.
yeah,
The scariest incident for me was I Pritchard Cologne.
yeah, that
That
was
was
that
sad,
was
man.
that was a sad. Yeah, and then I mean, you can't. I mean, the thing is, MMA is worse because you can get head kicks. You can get so many things that happen.
Yeah.
So, but the thing
Well,
is, it happened more in boxing.
yeah, I would say you're more likely to get like real brain damage in boxing though, because
Yeah.
they literally force you to stand up. Well, they don't force you, but like you kind of convince yourself that you're still good, even though you might have
Hmm.
got a concussion if you got dropped already. But they
Yeah.
give you a standing 8 count or a standing 10 count. I forgot.
It's 10 counts. 10 count.
Yeah, and you keep going, and you get even more brain damage. So I think
Yeah.
boxing itself is more dangerous, like death wise, but MMA, I see why people avoid that sport, man. Getting kneed in the fucking the liver or like getting elbowed
Yeah.
to the face, man. Nobody want to feel that shit, man.
Yeah. That's why we're not seeing Floyd Mayweather coming up to the UFC world
A
or none
little
of those
rat,
guys.
bro. A little rat, bro. I don't know if you remember this, but remember when Mayweather said to TMZ, "Oh yeah, I just need 6 months to train like MMA, and then I'll fight Connor and MMA." Man, shut the fuck up.
But
Shut
the
up.
thing is, like you have to know so much. You need to know how to defend so many things at the same time. It's like
Absolutely, yeah.
because let's look at Umar. I mean, Umar can hit you with a jab and kick you 2 seconds later, and you'll
Yeah.
be. There's so many like Israel, like there's Adesanya. He's the best feint. He had the best feints.
Yeah.
but too much. It's too much feints, but it's still feints.
Wait. Actually, now that we're on the topic of Adesanya, I do want your opinion on this. What do you think of the whole, the whole Israel Adesanya dog situation?
I knew you were gonna say that. Felt like, um, well, I think Sean Strickland exposed him well enough, but in my opinion, it's not a good look for you because I mean it's not a good look for him, not like for you. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that like that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not
I
a
was
good
about to
look
say,
for
what the fuck
him.
did I do? I was like,
No, it's not a good look for him, like for Israel,
hmm
because you shouldn't like get that close to it. Like it's like a little bit like
it's a bizarre, right?
people are gonna take that a little bit like what are you doing? Like
Yeah, man. Like you seen the video, right? You seen the video where he
it's
was
yeah
literally hands on the
yeah
meat and everything, man. I'm like, yo, what are you?
dude.
What's going on?
It was like yeah, it wasn't yeah. It's
For
like
for anybody watching that's
yeah
interested in that type of stuff, Arda Zoo will be your friend.
yeah exactly
Yeah, no, that's
exactly yeah.
funny. That it was funny, but I mean, he's a weirdo,
It's
man.
not
There's
the
there's
best
plenty
look.
of weirdos, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, even I mean, honestly, like I don't like I started to like Armin a lot, but when he started to hang out with Nina Drama too much, it's like
Oh wait, so do you have like some sort of not I don't want to say agenda because that sounds a bit weird, but do you have some sort of animosity or like do you have a little bit dislike towards Nina Drama?
a little bit because I just feel like I feel like she's getting too close to the fighters. Like because her husband's recording the whole thing, so it's just kind of like to me, it's a little bit cringe to do it like that.
Hey
But
man, maybe
it's
her husband wants the Ian Gary special, you know.
yeah, maybe I could yeah, maybe.
One thing I'll say, sorry to interrupt you. One thing I'll say is that if my only dislike with her is that it's like a lot of lust in her content. She always has the yadas out. You know what I'm saying? She always,
Yeah.
and we all know she knows this herself. You know, and MA Guru worded this perfectly. She has a lot of kid fans. Like a lot of her fans are fucking kids, bro. That sounds bad,
Yeah.
but they're kids. They're kids. They're under 18. You know, and she's still going out promoting. I don't know if you've seen that promo. I think it was like for steak or like a it was like a promo for like a casino company or something,
I've
and
seen
she had
something
like
like that.
in a bra. She was in a bra. I'm like, what are you doing? What's going on?
Yeah, it's I feel like yeah, I feel like, I think the good old 2000s MMA was the best in my opinion.
Wait, for real? Why?
No, just because like I mean, there was like none of that coloring hair, like just pure, you know what I'm talking
Based?
about? I don't know, just it's just like like as we're talking about that, it's like people like I mean, what Sean Strickland, I mean, Israel. So I just feel like the pure like guys who just like go out at a war are
Yeah.
like the best in my opinion.
And I actually want to ask you about this. What do you think of the current state of the UFC? You know, a lot of people saying it's getting boring. You know, the fights are getting boring. We're seeing a
Yeah,
lot of.
so
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just feeling like the good old MMA when it was just like Dustin Poirier era, like all those eras, just like they were like peak. It's like the most like peak of MMA. I'm not saying that and the new MMA sucks or anything. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that. It's just like people are more thinking about their ranking, not how they perform.
Mm.
Like,
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Oh,
like,
they're more worried about like they're not going to go out like risk stuff, right?
yeah,
They're not going to go out and risk, try to be entertaining and just get knocked out and then they're down in the rankings. Yeah, they're
yeah,
worried about like going up or like keeping their ranking. It's pretty weird, the state of
yeah,
the UFC, man. But I don't want to say it sucks either cuz I mean, I do think it sucks a little bit, but I don't want to
mhm,
just like say it sucks cuz it doesn't, clearly doesn't. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I think it's kind of 50-50 for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I mean, and I apologize for one time when I said it's you when I was talking about the Israel thing. I was not saying
Well,
it was on you. It was on Israel. I just want
nah,
to get
nah,
that out.
that's that's
Yeah,
that's understandable, bro. I get
yeah.
it. I get it.
Because I said him, and I'm like, oh wait, hold on. Like him, like nah, not like that. But yeah, but like a good thing is like when Sean Strickland says we're going on a war, and he goes 25 minutes with like Drakus. Like he's trying to keep his ranking, but he's not trying to entertain the fans.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's embarrassing at this point,
Yeah.
and actually, since we're on the topic of Strickland, do you realistically give him a chance against Khamzat Chimaev?
Man, I think if the war game, because I know because I'm a as you were saying about in my MMA hardcore, I was a fan since 2016. So
Yeah.
I've been a fan for a pretty long time.
Yep.
But I got to watch Connor and Khabib, and the mental game did not work with Khabib. So I want to see if Chimaev can hold up with all the terrorist stuff that he's going to bring out. So we'll see.
Yeah, because we know Strickland's gonna bring that up. I kind of
Yeah,
already know the lines that he's probably gonna say, and yeah, it's really up to the mentality game for Strickland. I think that's the only way he could really win if he really gets in Khamzat's head. Brings up stuff that Khamzat doesn't even want getting brought up at a press
yeah,
conference in front of like thousands of people. So do we? Yeah, it really depends on that. It really depends on that. But fighting wise, if Khamzat is not affected at all by this talk of Sean Strickland, I think we could both agree that he Kamzat's gonna run through him.
yeah. It's gonna be a pretty. It's gonna be like probably Drekus and his Drekus fight.
Yo, my biggest problem with this Kamzat Strickland and the UFC, this involves the UFC as well, obviously. Have you seen the nosebleed seats, like the prices, the ticket prices for that?
Oh yeah, it's
Horrendous.
crazy.
It's fucking horrendous. They are trying to price out the real fans and bring in all these little greedy, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I don't like that. I don't like that. What's going on? I, a real UFC fan, yes. Well, both of us. We're real UFC fans. Why are you charging what? $600 to sit all the way in the back for a fight that's going to potentially be boring? Because let's be honest,
yeah,
Khamzat Strickland has the potential to be, a very boring fight. Let's be honest.
yeah. I mean, the Charles Oliveira Max Holloway fight was pretty boring. I was there, but
Yeah, I seen that you
yeah,
were there. Yeah, I seen your post, man. That was pretty
dude.
cool. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
just the
Good.
experience. It looked like it was pretty dope, man. I want to start doing that a bit more, going more in person, just feeling the energy. Because I bet for you, bro. I seen your post. It looked very very lit, bro.
Yeah, I gotta. I just trying to. I've been getting some interviews from fighters. So yeah, I've been chilling.
Yeah, I've been loving that content, man. Where you interview the fighters, and
Yeah,
it's very interesting.
yeah, but yeah, but the actually left after the fourth, coming into the fifth. I left the fight against Max Charles, but
I don't blame you. I
I just
probably would have
locked
left
out.
after the second round, bro.
Yeah, I watched when Max took Charles back, and then after Charles got his, I'm like, yeah, it's like the third, fourth minute I
Yeah,
left.
how you would have felt if Max Holloway pulled off a Leon Edwards type of KO last round, last minute? That probably would have hurt if that happened. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, because his Charles's whole family was there, and I was literally thinking, I was like, I would love to see the face cam of his face. It's like,
Yo, what?
I hope Charles does not see this, but it always just would have been funny just to see his family's reaction. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not messed up, But we all got some
yeah,
curiosity in us. We want to see that type of content.
yeah. But I was happy, the Charles won. Good for him. But the BMF title wasn't the BMF title.
Yeah,
So
I mean, that's another reason why the UFC is kind of going downhill. The ground game, I have no problem with the grappling and whatnot, but when you don't stand them up when they're literally not doing anything, what are we doing?
yeah. I mean, wait, didn't you go to the Islam JDM fight?
I went
Didn't you
to
go to
that
that?
fight. That's the only UFC event I have been to ever.
Mm,
And it was pretty cool, But like I said, we kind of both got the end of the stick, bro. Because you saw Oliveira Max Holloway, that was boring as fuck. I saw
yeah.
Islam Makhachev for his JDM, that was boring as fuck. It almost put me asleep in the arena. So it's just yeah, man. The UFC's going downhill, and that's like a what within like a 6 month period within each other. It's boring. These main
Yeah,
events are
because
boring, man.
yeah, I saw the last knockout in a main event was UFC 320, Alex versus Magomed 2. It was the last finish that
That's
happened.
embarrassing. That's very
Because
embarrassing.
after that, it was after October, it was November, no finish. December, Piotr Jan versus Brock, no finish, or the co-main. Well, actually, there wasn't finish, but it wasn't technically a finish. It was an arm break. But
Yeah,
and then the next year, 2026, Gaethje Pendlay no finish, and then Volk no finish, Air Max no finish. So last one was UFC 320.
Which female UFC fighter would you clap?
Collab? What do you mean? Oh,
I'm curious. I'm curious.
I don't. I mean, I'm not really like them. I don't really like. I mean, they're fighters. I mean, like I don't know. Like
You're trying to say like they're kind of old chopped.
I mean, I don't know. Like I don't really like. Like I like that. Like I like when like they're funny when people make those kind of jokes about them. But it's like I don't really like. It's not really
See them
like
like
that.
that.
Like yeah, I don't really see them like that. Like
I mean, that's understandable. That's a bit of
I mean,
an innocent
yeah.
mindset. Wait, how old are you again?
I'm 17.
Okay, I'm low key a weirdo for asking that. All right, never mind. Yeah.
No, I mean,
So
it's
yeah,
like it's whatever. I don't really care.
yeah.
I've heard worse. I'm in high school, so I heard
Oh,
worse. But
yeah. I get that. I get that.
yeah,
My
but
bad.
no,
My bad. My bad.
I don't really look at them like that now. I mean, no, not really.
Yeah. What about Nina Drama?
No, no,
Nah, not at all. That's respectable. You know, you're
no.
not really lusting. You know, I'd say. But I mean, I feel like we should get off this topic. It's pretty weird. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, what do you
Yeah,
think of you know, the which group of fighters, you know, we have the Dagestanis, we have Brazilians, we have all these other groups of fighters. Which group do you think it has the best fighters in the
best
UFC and
group.
UFC history?
Um, Loki as a Dagestan Glazer, Dagestan, but as a like as statistically, it would have to be the Brazilians or the Americans because they're in the top. Because I think Brazilians have more champions now than Dagestanis, but America
Yeah.
has the most.
Well, my only argument against the whole American having the most champions thing is that the UFC was literally built on US soil. So I think it
Yeah.
used to be that Americans were really only competing. They were the majority.
Hmm.
Like, only competing, so I believe they really had a head start, and that's why they have all these, you know, champions, and that's why they have the highest amount of champions in UFC history because it started with the Americans. But
Yeah.
obviously, as we're going out to different, you know, countries, we're bringing in fighters from fucking Dagestan, from all these other places, man. You
Yeah.
know, look at the roster now. What? There's not like a single American champion, or like I
Kayla
believe it's
Harris, sure, if you want to count that. Kayla
well,
Harris.
I'm not sexist, by the way, but I don't really I don't know. Women's MMA, I haven't really never been a fan of, but I guess we could count her. Yeah, we count her.
Yeah, but that's really. I mean, men's. I can count them all off. Joshua Van from. I don't know where he's from, but he's not from America. Then we have flyweight bantamweight is Russian Piotr Yan. Featherweight is Volk, Australia. Lightweight, Georgian Sniffer. We got Ilya Taporia. Welterweight, we got Islam. Middleweight, we got Chimaev. Light heavyweight, we got no one because Alex just vacated, and then
Which he was Brazilian.
yes, so like, and then heavyweight is Tom, and that's yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. Ever since the UFC has really been expanding into these other countries and, you know, bringing fighters from all these other places, you know, the US hasn't really been consistent with their reigns, you know. There's like one American
yeah,
champion right now, so it's like I don't know, I think we have to start looking at them like they're frauds, you know.
yeah. Do you? I mean, I know you laughed at when I said about Ilya Taporia, but do you like Ilya? Do you like him as a fighter, Ilya Taporia?
I mean, how could you not? You know, the dude's entertaining. The only
Yeah, he
problem
is
I have with him
entertaining.
is that he's so inactive. He's very inactive.
Yeah, he's a little bit. I don't ever understand what the Daggies did to him. He's so mean to them.
Yeah, I don't know what's with the disrespect, you know, because Islam seems like a nice
No,
guy. He barely talks trash to Topuria or at all.
yeah.
Like, he never does.
I mean, Islam's just on the mountains, with his horses, and he opens Twitter for 2 seconds. We got
Yeah.
Ilya with the stretch.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, why do you hate them so much? They don't do
Yeah,
anything. What the hell?
and then we got Connor over there drinking whiskey, and then we have Khabib over here like wrestling bears. And then he
Yeah.
opens Twitter, and yeah, it's
No,
not.
that's hilarious, bro. Now, I
It's
mean,
yeah,
with the Connor, it's kind of a bit. Actually, I do remember seeing a report today saying that Conor McGregor supposedly could be facing Max Holloway at International Fight Week. What do you think about that?
I think it'll be good. I just think I don't know who's gonna win that, but I mean, if Connor comes back full strength, I mean, maybe he'll get it done, but Max, man, Max. I mean, you can never go against Max, but he has to stop playing that art grader shit. Gotta stop with that. He just cut that out. No
Do you
more, just train.
do you see that as a competitive fight? Because in my opinion, I really don't see it to be competitive at all.
Nah, not really. To be honest, I mean, maybe if Connor. I mean, maybe Connor will get it. I don't even know, but Connor doesn't have the gas tank.
Yeah, that's the
Look
problem.
against Nate Diaz. Look at Nate Diaz versus him.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Max Holloway has almost every advantage over Connor. Activity wise, cardio wise. I think he has probably more smooth striking nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, sure, when they first fought, yeah, sure, but Max was 21, so
Yeah,
Max was still like a baby. Sure.
yeah. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like I just don't see it. And I ain't gonna lie, man. If it does happen, then I'm wrong. But I just don't see Conor McGregor ever really fully committing to a training camp ever again.
Yeah. I don't see it. Yeah. I mean, Connor, yeah, sure, Connor was good and everything, but after that Khabib fight, he just became salty.
Yeah,
He's like, he's been a little
salty
bit,
little rat, man. Like he's always
yeah,
ranting about the Dagestanis or even sending shots at Khabib's dad, which I think is very
disrespect. I know, I
idiotic.
mean, that's
Yeah,
very disrespectful.
yeah. Like, bro, what are you doing now? Like he was probably clearly off that line when he
Yeah.
tweeted that. Dude's an
Yeah.
idiot, man.
I mean, even like the pictures that he's been like people have been sending. I mean, it's not the best look. It's not the best look for him.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, nah, bro, that's hilarious. Yo, what do you think of? Nah, I can't even ask that. That's weird because you're 17. But yeah, man, Conor McGregor has been on a weird roll.
Yeah.
Obviously with his nude pick,
Yeah. It's not been the
the
best.
drugs he's doing. Yeah,
It's not been the best look for him, but it is what it is. It's his character. If he wants to continue,
yeah. I
then
mean, yeah, true, true.
yeah. But I think people are gonna start to look at him and be like, "All right, bro, hop off,
Yeah,
you
like
can
come
go."
on, bro. You're
Yeah,
kind of on them. Like stop bouncing
yeah.
on it.
Bro's turning 40 in 2 years. He doesn't have that no more.
Wait, is he actually?
He's like 38, Russ, or if I'm wrong again, he's like 38. It's like 36, 37, bro.
I I know
Let me
he
look.
is pushing 40. Yeah, I do believe that.
Conor McGregor. Let's see this.
But yeah, that's he acts embarrassing for his age. Very, very embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the best like way to look at it is like, I mean, look at Khabib. I mean, he's always so respectful. It's never like,
Yeah.
I think he's never talks crap to anyone. But
What did you
yeah,
what did you think about the whole Khabib bathtub pick? Like, what do you think they were doing?
he's 37, by the way. So close to 38. I
Oh,
was pretty close.
37. Mm.
Well, I mean, they're brothers. I mean, they love each. I mean, they're. It's like a brotherhood. You know.
Yeah.
Can't really say
Yeah.
a lot about
Okay.
that.
I don't know, man. Like, I get the whole brotherhood thing, but I've never did that with my brothers. Like at that grown age, like sitting beside one another, in a bathtub. We're
Yeah,
all
I mean,
shirtless.
yeah, I mean, they're all. I mean, it's a whole different culture. It's like what Kazakhstan or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
They're all like that. So I mean, I don't know.
All right, yeah, that's all I need to know. Yes, sir, my boy. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Khabib is cool. Like, besides the criticism I just gave him about the bathtub pick, he's a cool guy. He never really disrespects anybody. I don't think he really does like disrespect anybody. Like
Yeah.
just off the rip. He seems like a very cool guy, humble guy for the most part. I think all of them really are, except Kamzat.
Yeah, I mean, he's from Chechnya, so it's a little bit. So I
Oh
think it's a
yeah, I
little bit
forgot.
different there.
Yeah.
He's from Chechnya, so he's. It's. I think they're a little bit different because I think Dagestan's more family like, and I mean Chechnya too, but I feel like the Chechnya people are just a little bit crazier. I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean, maybe we're being biased, but I do think Dagestan's a more calm environment, I'd say.
yeah,
And actually, what do you think of the whole Kadyrov thing, controlling Kamzat like a
yeah.
puppet? What do you think
That's.
about that?
I mean, as we're talking about Sean Sugar, he said Sean Sugar said everything he needed to say about that too. But dude, if I be if I would be getting a BMW. a freaking nice house. You know what? I mean, I would maybe do that myself. And I wouldn't disagree. You know, It- it's not the worst way to make some money.
That is true, right? Like if somebody's offering all of that and it's like you don't really do anything for it, really.
Yeah,
Hey man, who gonna get mad at that, right? Who's gonna get mad at
yeah,
that? Fuck that. Hey, give me
yeah.
it.
I think it's just chill.
Where like I'll glaze you a little bit for a new BMW or some shit.
Yeah, literally, yeah. He's a yeah, I mean, I think those could, like, I would not wanna maybe meet Chimaev or any of those guys because I feel like if I say the wrong thing, I think it could get, like, escalated too quick. Like,
I
I don't know their
kinda
culture.
Yeah, I know what you mean, right? For
Yeah,
me, I kind of feel that way about Armin. Because for Armin, obviously he speaks, relatively good English compared to like these other mountain guys, but
yeah,
he still has like there's still like a barrier there, like a language
yeah,
barrier. He probably can't understand a few things that like a regular English speaker like myself could. So if I was to say the wrong thing to him, we've seen how aggressive he is, even towards fans. I'd be very scared to say the wrong thing, and he ends up like bitching me in public, and
yeah,
that'd be pretty embarrassing to get posted on the internet. That's the last thing I want to do or want to happen.
yeah, but, I mean, I could speak with Armin in the same language because he speaks Russian, and I
Oh,
can too.
you speak Russian?
Yeah. So, I think me and
Can
him
you
would be chill,
can you say
but
something in like a sentence?
yeah, yeah, but I was gonna say, I feel like, yeah, in English, like, I feel like it's like, if I just kinda like, I was very surprised he didn't get all mad with Gru, because Gru was a little bit disrespectful to him. So I
Yeah.
was very surprised when, like, Armin was like, "Hey, don't be saying that kinda stuff to me," but, I'm not
Oh
Armin, so
yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
so,
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised too that he didn't like smack him or something.
yeah, but, yeah, it's interesting thing, but, if anything, if I feel like maybe he would understand something, I think I'll just, like, speak in Russian because I don't wanna get hit. I don't wanna get hit.
At least you can actually communicate with Kamzat better, maybe, because I know Kamzat probably speaks in that Russian language or
Yeah, he does, I think so, but if
um
yeah, but, I mean, I don't understand how he even gets to America, how he speaks, bro.
yeah, right? Like, aren't you
I
like
don't
connected with the terrorist? How are you getting
like,
into America? What the hell?
bro, that video when he was, like, saying, like, I don't wanna say the words because I don't wanna get canceled or anything, but I was like, he was saying something in Allah whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I like, imagine he says that in an airport, I mean, he's kinda cooked. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with fighters, that come from these other countries and places
yeah.
and that don't really understand English. You don't want to say the wrong thing to them or else, they might just go after your ass and diddy you or something.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that, I'm very happy because, I mean, if because I know, like, if you're born in that kind of region, they make you, like, train at, like, 4. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really have a choice, but I'm very like, I'm, like, always like, "Man, if I was born in Dagestan, I don't know what I would do."
Yeah, yeah. A person that I've met that comes from like Kazakhstan or these countries that I've never known before, like from those mountains,
Mhm.
Uzbekistan, like they all, for some reason, they all have trained since they were younger. And whether they're doing fighting now or not, whether they stopped, they all start from a young ass age. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. Compare that with, Americans. I don't want to turn this into like a whole like race or like a war thing, like a political thing. But
Yeah.
compare that with Americans, when they're growing up here. Bro, what the fuck is going on with them? They fucking get fed cotton candy every day and they turn obese when they get older. Like, come on. Come on, man. Like compare that with
Yeah.
the mountain kids. Bro, we're so far behind. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, because, I mean, I think it's a distraction too because I feel like when you're training, like, if you're training at, like, what, 21, sure, like, you're 21, you're, like, a prospect. Like, in America, it's like you're training like, your bro from the training camp's like, "Yo, you wanna go to the bar 6:30?"
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So would you
in
consider that
Yeah.
like a bit more degenerate?
Yeah, but, like, in Dagestan, it's like, you're done training, you're going home to your family, you're not going to the freaking bar, you're not So, like, yeah, you're not doing none of that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's a whole different world. Like like we're so different. You grow up in Ukraine or no?
Yeah, I did for yeah, since, 7, then I came here.
Wait, so what's the difference that I don't know if you can remember much because obviously you were like 7 years. You were only there for like what 7 years?
Yeah, 7 years. Well,
And I'm
8,
guessing
around
that
8.
you were like there when you were young, obviously very young.
Yeah.
So do you still remember a few things from over there or no?
I mean, it's just I mean, like, I mean, I didn't get trained or anything. I know I did do a little bit of, taekwondo, then I came here and did some taekwondo. So, I mean, I know some martial arts.
Do
I
you
actually
see
have a bag right there. I got a
oh
bag. I
I
train.
kind of is it the black one?
Yeah, the black thing, yeah.
Yeah, I see it. That's pretty cool to have in your room or
Yeah. So, yeah,
yeah.
I train a little bit because, I mean, when I came like, 'cause I came to of course, I came to America, like, in a good age. So, I mean, I do, like I did not have, like, the most, like, healthy way of living, but, it's
Yeah, I
a
mean
little
that's
bit.
understandable, man.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
do you see any difference like being in Ukraine and being here now in the US?
I mean, it's just like, it's like, I mean, if I could think of one thing, I guess it's discipline. It's really the discipline.
Yeah, the lack of discipline that
Yeah.
Americans have is kind of insane. I might be a part of that percentage, but you know, because I don't want to be a hypocrite myself, but yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you there. You know, the discipline that, is so far apart. These mountain
Yeah.
guys, it's up here, Americans, bottom, bottom. Like, bro,
Yeah, I
these guys,
mean,
that's why you
yeah.
see over half of the US is full of fucking fat people, you know?
Yeah, but when I look at like, I went to the store a couple days ago, I went to Target, and this
Yeah,
kid was an iPad kid, of course. He has an iPad in his hand. So he's sitting
yeah,
with the iPad on the cart, like when you drive the cart. So the mom's
yeah.
like trying to take the iPad away, and he's like, no. And I'm hearing that, and I'm like, bro, if I be saying that, damn, it's over. Game over. She's like trying to like negotiate with the kid, and he's like,
Yeah.
no. And I'm just like, bro,
Yeah,
holy.
right? Like, it's just different. Everything is just so different comparing, like, these Americans with, like, people that grew up in harder places, like,
Yeah,
it's so different the way people handle everything, like, children, their own children, they let
yeah,
themselves get disrespected, American parents, like, bro, mountain parents, bro, they gonna slap the fuck out of you, bro.
yeah,
Get that BS on my
exactly,
face.
exactly. And plus, I mean, they don't have all that new technology that we have either. Well, maybe they do. Maybe I'm a little bit like, maybe they do. Maybe they have
Yeah.
everything,
Wait,
but
is that true?
I mean, I'm not like from like the mountains. I don't know from the mountains, but I don't know.
Mm.
Like, I mean, of course, there's like technology in like Ukraine and Russia, but I don't know if the like in the
Yeah.
mountains. I don't know how that would work, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, that is true, right? Maybe no. Who knows? I never been there, bro. So
I
I
ain't
can't really
know.
say too much on that.
I
But
mean, yeah, I mean, what people say,
either
like,
way,
yeah,
it really it's really great to see the difference, you know.
yeah,
Nah, what the fuck? Nah, that's funny, bro.
yeah, but because well, what was my thought? Hold on. Oh, I forgot my thought. Hold on one sec.
Well, you're kind of cutting out a little bit.
I just give it a second. Can you see me though? A little
I
bit.
could still see you. It's just like a little bit
Is it better now?
blurry and laggy. Say something real quick.
Hello?
Oh yeah, I could kind of yeah, it's kind of better yeah now.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's something. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Can you see me better a
that's
little
fine.
bit?
Oh, I can see you a bit better now. Yeah.
All right. I forgot my thought, but what were you were gonna say though? What were you gonna say? You were gonna say something?
Yeah, it's just great to see, the difference, between like the lives between these mountain guys and
Yeah,
these normal day Americans and shit. It's great to see because it just shows how these Americans aren't built like that. That's why we
yeah,
currently have one American champion.
yeah. I think Mackenzie Dern is American, but no, she's Brazilian. I just thought about it now. She's Brazilian. Yeah, she's not American.
She got a fat ass.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, I do agree with you though, and obviously currently is there is there any like fights really that interest you that have already been announced? I know the White House card has already gotten announced, but I'm not really excited
They
for
hyped
that.
that up so
What
much.
about
They
you?
hyped that up so much. They hyped up the card so much. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, I think you're cutting out again.
Let me see.
I can't really hear you that well.
Yeah, I think it's all right, but I think they hyped it up too much. I think they hyped it up too much. Uh,
Yeah, it's a card that's full of one-sided fights, I'd
yeah,
say.
I think I'm not in the best connection again. Okay, how about now?
Uh, you're
I
gonna pop up on the screen soon, right?
uh no, I just kind of turned off my camera. Maybe that's what's been.
Oh, okay, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but as I was saying, I think they hyped it up too much, in my opinion. Didn't have to the
Yeah.
card too much. It's just yeah, it's a lot of just one sided fights. It's just as you were saying, it's not the best card.
For me, I'm not gonna lie, man. Don't you think that the whole White House card for the majority of it, it's like one-sided fights. Like it's fights that we know like what the result's gonna be. Taporia
Yeah,
Gaethje's, Ruffy versus Chandler. Why the fuck is he even there?
I don't know. I don't know. But I don't even know why Bo Nichols there. I don't even know why he's there.
Bro, why is Ariel Hawani there? Like
Yeah,
what's going on?
yeah. It's not the best
Bro.
card, not at all. Even the Alex
Yeah, man.
Pereira Don fight is interesting, but
Yeah.
I mean, Alex might
I
sleep him,
think
but
for
Gon might just have a boring
yeah,
decision. But
yeah, I'm kind of thinking that it could either go two ways. Pereira sleeps him, but I don't think he wins a decision though, because I think I think people forget that he held down a much bigger guy like Francis Ngannou on the ground for like
yeah,
what, like a good 3 rounds or so. Like I
yeah,
really believe that Gain only wins this by decision and by grappling. I don't. He's not gonna outstrike Pereira.
no way. Yeah, I mean, if Izzy couldn't do it and got knocked out in the fifth, even if he knocked him out in the second, I don't think Alex is going to make that same mistake. No
Yeah,
way.
yeah, man. It's
No
just
way.
it's like very hard to do, man. It's very hard.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna ask. I mean, I asked this a couple of my other people that I interviewed, but like, what would you do if you were a coach? Like, what would be your game plan if you were a coach or a fighter?
Um, well, obviously, it would depend on who the opponent is, but say in general, like, say they're like a striker or something, or like they have it all, right? Say we're going up
Yeah,
against Khabib, I would just be like, yo, do not back up to the fence whatsoever. Strike with him, feel comfortable, because you have better striking than Khabib. Khabib's not gonna hurt you on the stand up for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, or like, if the striker we're facing, the opponent is dangerous. Just be in and out, be in and out. 1, 2,
yeah,
out. Don't waste a lot of energy as well, especially if it's a 5-round fight. Don't waste a lot of energy. You have time. Obviously you don't waste that time, but you don't need let out all your tricks and let out all your tricks in 1 round, or use everything in 1 round. Calm down, calm your nerves. And I'd say some shit like that, even though I might just be talking to my ass.
yeah. I mean, even like if I was a coach, like I just feel like I would just be like, I mean, if we're facing Khabib, let's just say like, sure, we're going up against Q. I'm just like, bro, good luck, bro. I can't really help you much. I can't really do much for you. Just survive and see what happens. But
Yeah, I mean,
maybe land something on Edward shit. Maybe just land like a nice head kick. Maybe that'll work, but we'll see. Yeah,
just look for that one shot.
yeah. Load up. I don't even know.
Where I ain't gonna lie, I would be such a shit coach, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, your MMA knowledge, though. I love watching your content, so you have some good
Thank you, my
knowledge.
brother. Yeah, man, I always try my best because I get all types. I get called all types of names in the book. I get called a casual. I get called one of the worst UFC content creators. So I don't know, but I
Hey,
do
they still watch
something
you.
that
The thing
nobody could
is,
take.
they still
Yeah,
watch you. So I mean, like,
yeah,
you might be shit, but
yeah. They can.
they can't be talking.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, they can't say nothing if they're watching, you know? Like,
Yeah,
isn't that kinda like a double well, not double standard, isn't that kinda backwards? Like, how you gonna say I'm a shit creator, but you're watching me? It's
yeah,
such a weird concept to me, you know?
yeah. It's interesting, but I mean, I mean, not. I mean, sometimes people call me a casual too, but not usually because I'm not really that big of a content creator yet. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, we all start from somewhere, and you're already doing good with the whole interviewing fighters stuff. Like, I like it, man. So
yeah.
as long as you keep
Yeah,
that type of content up, yeah.
I really like Minnie to be that's the good shit in my opinion.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, I like her content. She's always doing different stuff.
Yeah,
She always does like that. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a hand grip thing. I don't know, but yeah, she
that's
has
fun.
multiple fighters do that. Yeah, it's very interesting. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the content is really good. I mean, in my opinion, I'm the one that I absolutely don't like. The top two is Drew and Nina. Those are like my top guys. I'm just like, I mean, Drew talks too much crap, and Nina's just she's not loyal or none of that. So I
Would you accept that? You know, because I know Nina Drama's like husband. He gets laughed at a lot, but
yeah,
let's look at it from his perspective. I think he doesn't see. I don't think he sees a really like a really. I don't think he sees a future with her. Really, like I know they're married already, but I don't think he really thinks about that right now. He's probably thinking of divorcing her maybe in the future. But he's like, you know what? The
just
bag that
let the
she's making
bag
right now.
just make the bag go.
Yeah, let he's gonna ride it
Maybe.
out right now, get caught a cuck, and then maybe he just divorces her down the line, you know?
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I don't really like to get into that stuff to be honest. But it's good because it's good. It's a good way because it's MMA content. So I mean, you can't really say it's not. So
Yeah, yeah.
and
I
the same
mean,
thing
I
with Ian
actually want your
Gary.
opinion on this as well. Ian Gary, right? Oh man, don't even get me started on that dude, bro.
Yeah,
I don't really like I like him as a fighter kind of, even though he's kind of boring sometimes, but the shit that he does and I thought the
yeah,
whole ex-husband living at their house thing was fake.
that's
Turns
real.
out it's real. And I'm like, "Bro, what are you doing? Bro,
Yeah.
you're actually such a cuck, man. What are you doing? What the fuck's going on, man?"
Yeah, I mean, it's not even good because I mean, even for the kid, does he have a kid? Yeah, he has a kid.
Yeah, he has a kid, one with her, and then I think he's like a stepfather as well, or I believe
Yeah,
so. I'm not even sure to be honest,
yeah, I'm not
but it
sure
is kind of
myself.
a weird thing to talk about, maybe.
Nah, I mean, it's like all that. I mean, but it's just it's interesting and I'll listen to it, but I usually don't agree with that kind of stuff. So it's not the way of living.
Yeah, I feel
So
like that's where it gets personal, right?
yeah, yeah. So that's why I feel like
Yeah,
Timmy was getting too far with some stuff, but it was always.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. No, I agree, but yeah, I mean that those type of situations, it just really shows that some UFC fighters they're looked at as like very masculine, but you just end up looking at them in a different light. It's like, bro, why are you letting yourself get bitched around by your wife or your girlfriend, like, or your partner? Like, come on, man, what are you doing? These you realize that these guys, most of these guys, got no backbone. So I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know. Maybe that's my opinion. I don't want to get too personal with it because at the same time, I wouldn't want anybody to get personal with me and say shit about my family or what I do.
yeah,
Personally. So I won't go too deep on that.
yeah. I totally understand. Yeah, I totally understand. And then I was gonna say this a couple minutes ago, but all that cut out, and I got all like, I got a little bit scared when I cut out. I was like, shoot, but
Yeah.
when people, like, say, like, "Oh, I'll go 2, 3 years to Dagestan," like, as we were talking about, like, that Americans, like, are, some American fighters are like, I feel like regular people, like, if American champions can't survive in Dagestan, I'm not sure some kinda guy from the pub is gonna go to Dagestan and, like, love it. Like
That's what I'm saying, bro. The average guy no, not under. The average guy overestimates themselves. They think they could do all these things. They think they could fight themselves, even though
yeah.
they only watch. The guys that watch UFC or like, these guys in pubs, they really think they're like superhuman or something. Like, bro,
Yeah.
come on, calm down. put the Cheetos down, put the drinks down. Let's be honest, you would gas out within the first minute of fighting. Like you're not
Yeah.
built for this. That's why I find it very corny when people be like, the average person be like, "Send 2 to 3 years Dagestan," and what? What are you gonna do? Fucking get tired after a minute? Like, come on, man. Let's be realistic with ourselves.
Yeah, so like that's why I feel like most people I think most fighters wouldn't survive it, but if a normal fighter can survive it, totally a regular dude can't survive it. So that's my
Yeah, that's what I'm
opinion.
saying. Like, it's just a yeah, it's just a bunch of talk. It's easy to talk, big.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it's really hard to look at. I mean, I think as we were talking about like boxing, how you can't get up. Like I really feel like all those knockouts to Tony Smith, he probably would have got up from and he continued to fight, and that's like what's
Yeah,
scary about it. Like,
yeah, true. I mean that is true, right? Like,
yeah,
imagine it was boxing. That would have been brutal for
bro,
Tony, man.
the head kick that he took, front kick that he took from Michael Chandler, bro. He would have got up from that. I don't even know, bro. That would have been bad.
You think he remembered where he was once he woke up or no?
I mean, probably not. I mean, I don't even understand how Kamara knew where he was at because I know he was on the Joe Rogan podcast and he was saying like, "Oh, like I knew where I was." Like, I don't really feel like he did. I don't want to like maybe he did. I don't want to get like too on into that, but dude, if he did, bro, that head kick was so hard. I don't even know how he would remember anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I gladly for us, we've never been knocked out. So good thing we don't need to like experience that, We could just
Yeah,
get answers from these other guys. We're just some keyboard warriors. I love that about us. Now I'm
yeah.
playing, I'm playing. We don't I mean, I don't really see you as like a shit talking guy.
No, I'm just I love the sport. I love the. I mean, I mean, I was very surprised when you said yes to the pod. Honestly, I was surprised when you said yes to the podcast. So I was just like, all right, it'll be chill,
Yeah.
but no
Yeah,
one
man. I
else
mean,
replied.
I'm always
No one else
oh for
replied.
real. I mean,
So
when you get bigger and then people want to start asking, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah," but you're gonna be like, "Nah." Like I asked you before, nah, man. But I seen your content. I like it very much.
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, man.
but yeah,
You go
it's
ahead.
yeah. I was just gonna say like I've tried like a couple because I mean like sometimes I go like I actually because I interviewed Volkanovski, I um I tried to get him to like my video because I got um many Khabib to like it. I got a couple people to like it. I think you liked it too, but if I got Volk, it would like that would
Yeah,
have been like peak. But he never did, but it's fine.
yeah,
It's not that big of a deal. He's busy.
yeah. I mean, yeah, true, right? I mean, just interviewing him, and I remember seeing that interview. I like shit like that, man. That's what's gonna help you out. And what's your
Uh,
goal then? Like, do you ever plan to like work in as like a reporter in the UFC or like be like a
that's my
media
plan, yeah.
guy or
That's like kind
you
of
just
my
want to be
plan.
like a guru or something? The
Nah,
media?
I totally don't want to be a no, I'm good. I don't want to be like Guru at all.
Oh yeah, my fault, my fault.
No, I mean, Guru himself, I mean, dude, if I'm getting paid like what 500,000, I'll be chilling. All right, I'll talk whatever you guys want me to talk. I'll say whatever you want for 500,000. Whatever he
Now we
gets
know your
paid.
character.
But I don't know how he is. So we saw him on
Yeah, I
camera.
mean,
So
yeah, yeah. I mean, so you did say that the UFC media, right? That's where you want
mm-hmm.
to really be, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's the goal.
Mm-hmm. What would you say?
Nah, I got that. I got that.
What would you say? What would you do you just
Nothing.
want to be here? You just want to do what you're doing?
I mean, for me, the goal is I don't want to really work for the UFC because I never really find myself. I wouldn't really find myself like really doing good there consistently for a long time. I would say I just want to. I don't want to say guru. I don't want to be another guru, but I just want to definitely get in that kind of position where guru's at right now, currently, and
Yeah.
get possibly bigger.
Yeah. I mean he got canceled the Demetrius Johnson show. He got a couple cancels, I know. But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how he is about that
I
and
mean,
everything.
nah, that's totally understandable. And who knows? Who knows what happens in the next few years? We'll see what happens. But I'm
Yeah.
excited to see where this shit takes us.
Yeah, and what do you have a prediction for Joe Pyfer and Adesanya for this weekend? You had a good prediction?
I have Joe. I have Joe Pyfer by KO. Not really KO. I'll probably TKO. Joe
Yeah,
Pyfer by TKO. Probably around like round two, like
yeah,
another Imavov type of fight. I could see that happening.
yeah, and I think that'll be good for him. I think he'll retire. If he loses, he's gonna retire, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, for sure. If Izzy loses for a fourth time in a row, I doubt he's gonna want to pull like a Tony Ferguson where he just keeps on losing. He's
Yeah,
probably gonna just call it quits right then and there. You know.
yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Well, you got any more questions for me, bro? You got anything to ask me?
I'm kind of out of questions, low key. I
Yeah.
low key can't think right now a little bit.
All right, man.
Mine's a
Well,
bit blank.
yeah. Thank you so much, man. It was a great experience talking to you. Um, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna turn on my camera, but I don't hope I don't log out. Thank you guys so much. This was me, MMA Romanoff, and I was here with IBG. Thank you so much for coming on the show. All right.